Hello, good day, and welcome everybody. This is Relentless Phalanx Encore number 2. Back with the weekly dose of Swiss GBVS gaming. Today with me on commentary are Roku. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
As well
Good
as
to be here.
Sanguine.
Hello, it is your favorite Belial here.
Yeah, it's the Belial Bros today. It's actually Jover.
But I want to be the favorite Belial. That's unfair.
This is gonna be pretty hard. I'm clearly the best. I can't say that with a straight face.
I didn't say that I want to be the best. I just want to be the favorite.
But yeah, today we have a whole 9 participants, which means we may get 6 rounds if challenge doesn't jump scare us. We'll see. And for the first match in the first round, we will be having, let me check because I already forgot, Top Shooter versus Auga. Top Shooter being the well-known and beloved Eustace main, and Auga being a new addition to the community.
I hope for we're gonna play Useless, because we have a lot of Seahawks dancing in this room.
Yeah. A lot of Seahawks dancing.
I mean, I played with Auga the other day, and honestly, they do have so they're playing Belial. They do some Belial things.
Yeah.
For a new player, I was pretty happy with how I played. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was a good Belial. And what do you mean matter Belial? Right now there's only me and Froku that are active.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the other Belial players aren't really playing. But no, this is going to be a bit weird, obviously, because them being a new player and Top Shooter being, much older in the as far as the community is concerned. And this is a matchup that's generally very much in Belial's favor, but not if Belial doesn't really know what to do, right?
Yeah. Belial has a lot of answer what Eustace does. Especially even some spicy 5U punish. I had to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about the 5U. I'm only using 5U when I try to do a 2U and fail, so...
I will try to talk about it if it comes up, so... if the situation where you can 5U comes up.
Yeah,
right now...
yeah, all those full screen fireballs should be 5U, right?
Yeah.
Especially if he's charging them.
Yeah. It is a bit of a way to conquer neutral but Jack directly coming out with the specific 5U punishes. Have that too. There.
Yeah, I feel like it's also very scary trying to copy the balls, right?
Yeah. There on the follow-up from from Tom Shooter, that raining bullet thing, you can use 5U for a guaranteed punish if you react to it. Pretty good pressure from...
Yeah, it just feels like it recovers a little bit faster, right? Obviously, I like that rush to get out of the corner. Yeah, Top Shooter is going to get the first round, but honestly, again, judging by the fact that Aria has 27 lobby wins and is C rank, which means that they haven't really played a whole lot of ranked. I'd say in my opinion, they're doing pretty well against Top Shooter.
Yeah. Not being familiar.
Yeah, Top Shooter watched me the last bracket, right? So I can't.
Not being familiar with what Eustace does and how to deal with it is really tough. It's playing against Gal in Street Fighter 6, for those who know. It is an uphill battle. Really difficult to approach.
I feel like
Sanguine mentioned.
Probably a miss input as well.
Or probably more of a trying to call out the laser.
Gonna go back into it.
The thing that I noticed about Aruga is that he doesn't run. He mostly like use the walk, even though running in this game, at least for most characters, for a character like Belial, is like really fast and allow you to cover a lot of ground.
Yeah, I was thinking about that just now actually. Along the other side, I kind of like the fact that they're mostly walking instead of running, because due to the recovery plus the delay, sometimes it can be really awkward. So I like it that they're taking it slow, especially when like maybe they're not sure of what they want to do. So I'm a bit on the fence about that, to be honest.
I guess for when you don't know to do.
Personally, I think it's actually a good habit to have when you're starting out, because running is so much more dangerous, right?
Yeah.
There's no round block.
And if I remember probably, I think they came from Strive, and seeing Strive players, have the sort of like discipline to just send the full-on run, to me is always impressive, because I can't do it. Like, I came from Strive as well, and it's like, yeah, just fucking run full screen. That's what we gotta do here.
When the Anga is Banga.
I do like this 5U on the yellow grenade though.
Yeah, there's not much Eustace can do if he uses special, and Belial just 5-use it because he doesn't recover fast enough to get anything other than blocking.
Yeah.
Even though you end up minus, it's not like, that bad if you like skip neutral against Eustace.
Yeah, Eustace clearly doesn't want you to be next to him. Yeah, so top shooter is going to take it 2-0. Honestly, I mean, again, not all that surprising, but I think Arga did have a good first showing, at least on the first game. I did like some of the things that they were doing, but obviously, when you're not very familiar or like very comfortable in this matchup, it just really shows, right?
Yeah, like a top shooter could like stand full screen, just shoot and like have his own game just going on.
Yeah. On to the next match, we're gonna go with it's gonna be
Jack.
Fireshock and Jack.
Fireshock on Gina?
Fireshock did take the last one weekend, and he was playing CAG for most of it, but ended up winning with Gran. So now we're doing the better Gran. So I guess that makes sense, right?
It does make sense. And as we can see, a bit more of a Eustace gameplay again.
Yeah, I really like the fact that Czech is bringing out the Eustace, but I'm probably assuming that he wants to do that because they don't want to play like sticks into CAG, right? Because that's just not really fun for the six. But then again, I guess this is not really fun for the Eustace either, because getting hit once and you're in the corner. And
I mean, who has fun? Who has fun fighting against Cheetah? And if you somebody say something in the chat, you're lying.
That is true.
Yeah. I did say it against. I have fun.
I have fun when the game starts and I feel like I'm in an OK situation, because if I get hit, I'm in the corner getting a full combo. That is truly one of the fighting game moments of all time.
Corner carry straight to a cascade.
Oh, the double OD? I think... Oh, I didn't go for the grab, that was a safe jab.
Yeah, Belial player when the matchup is 5-5, but come on, give me some slack. Can't create anybody other than Belial.
This is slander. Like, your character's strength does not change how much you can detest another character. That's just, like, unfair.
Yeah, but I guess we can complain as the reach,
Hey. Jack's going...
that's
Oh, that's
very good unblockable.
the unblockable, yeah. Jack was really going at it, like rushing down with those grabs over and over, and Fireshock just didn't really want to mash on these, which is understandable. And the preemptive tag, I guess, is something a lot of players are doing, but I guess a lot of players also just don't really want to rely on, which I think makes sense. Back in the corner with a counter hit now.
People getting hit by the 5U charge, which is honestly not something that you see every day, so you can expect some people to get hit by it, because...
Well, you can interrupt it with like Farlight, I think.
Yeah, but what I mean is like, not a lot of people knows about it, because you don't see many use this.
I mean,
we have the two whole Eustace in the...
I mean, yeah, if we're being fair, like, Europe GPVS Eustace representation is just as big as, like, the next character, if anything.
Yeah. I mean, that's just on the Miri, right?
Yeah.
So
what do you mean? He's a Lancelot player.
Right. There's no Miri, there's Peter.
Yeah.
There's only Peter.
Oh, there's Japanese Peter. It's a common mistake, understandable. It's a nice rush. I really like the way that Jack are approaching this matchup, to be fair, because they're not scared. Like, I feel like if I was playing Eustace, which obviously would be a travesty, I would be really scared to like go in on Jeter, right? But they're not scared on that.
The only thing I don't like is on his like a stab special. I don't really know how it's called. He defaults to the U follow-up, which is the jump and he shoots down, which he has done multiple times when he could have had a confirm. So I mean, autopilot and try to air grab, which would have been really fucking cool, but...
I think it's understandable, like wanting to always go for the safe option as autopilot, so that makes sense. But also, they definitely have missed a couple of confirms that could have been better.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Jida is one of those characters who can just MDP through it. So I don't even, I'm not even sure if it's like really that safe.
Yeah, it's kind of like this autopilot thing where like this generally works. And honestly, I mean, to be fair, Fireshock hasn't really MDP'd any of them. So, you know, until they show you that they're willing to do that, might as well just keep doing it, right? Like, if my opponent's not doing it, then it's safe.
Yeah. Fireshock has just not been using MDP, which is a really surprising thing to see for Jida. A refreshing thing. But he has been EXDPing a lot on Wake Up.
Yeah, this is like the Gran into Jida pipeline, where you're like, okay, I'm just gonna play the good Shoto, I guess. So you're just like kind of doing Gran things, but they work because you have this record that goes across the screen. Sadly missing the shotgun.
Very good far M here, you know.
Yeah, like once again doing Rat Race into U follow-up, and there's no TP and more EX, so might as well just do it again. But down
Jack was in a really rough position.
No life.
Opponent, the no life in the corner. This is not where you want to be.
Definitely.
Very good air grab. He's really working on his air grab and anti-airs. Very good.
Yeah, they definitely have the PhD working on the anti-airs. Every time I play against them, I just jump once, and then I remember that this is not how we do things here.
You really have the confirm. Oh, such a shame.
Almost, yeah. But just gonna get the grab. We're gonna go to the last round of the match.
Yeah. I love that Eustace is such a sick character, but it is a shame that most of his, the biggest part of his sauce is like held into Red Grenade, which is.
I mean, I think it's completely fine though, because he really does work like a much more conventional zoner rushdown mix, which I think is much more interesting than the whole I'm a zoner that has a DP of like Ferry and Belial.
just learned something new. Apparently, the fallout from 2H is air blockable.
And that was a really quick round as well. Just
Yeah, it's
really well
optionally
into
like
it.
controlling spells really well.
I'll let it be known that I told Jack just before the tournament started to wipe everyone and get the first place, and I guess he just remembered that suddenly in the last round.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I
maybe-
need to win. I need to
maybe-
get.
Maybe that's why he's playing Eustace and not Sia. He wants his wins to be legitimate.
I mean that's just 6 lander. I'm not really into that, but
He was just like, oh yeah, I can just win.
I remember like I'm kind of cracked at this game. I guess.
Alright, that wraps up the first round. As for round number 2, we could have Danix versus Flipperish first.
Yeah.
I would like to see the Swiss Hater versus Vision Joy Imaginative, just because of like how good it looks on the bracket.
Yeah, let's have that second.
I mean, this is a match for the ages for legends.
Yeah, whoever wins can then dictate how brackets going forward are going to be played in the UGBS community, right?
The Swiss hater versus the Swiss enjoyer. What a match.
I mean, to be fair, there's I think a lot of discourse to be had between like the Swiss and like just normal bracket thing. Because like I was very much in favor of Swiss, but now like we've been doing Swiss, like Shelly has been doing Swiss, I guess, for like
Yeah, there's not many Swiss.
6 weeks at this point, right? And at first it was
7,
really
yeah.
Oh yeah, it was really fun. But then after a point, like when you have like a bad day in Swiss, and you're like, oh yeah, let's just do 3 more rounds of this. When I'm just I suck, I don't want to play the game. That can be really like tilting.
Yeah, so sometimes I literally like throw the game because like I'm like I don't want to play. I'm just gonna like lose my game and go
Yeah,
do
but
something else.
But you don't want to DQ either.
Yeah,
So like
yeah,
you're like
yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Well, there are upsides and downsides.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Clearly.
the fact that you can get
it-
more
it-
games can be
Yeah,
both.
getting more game is definitely the biggest aspect, especially for like newer to intermediate players.
Yeah, well, that's why
Yeah.
it's the most popular as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Zeta versus Catalina.
Alright, Danix versus Flipperish. Zeta versus Catalina.
What exactly is the Swiss style, by the way? It's
What?
damn, it's a Ruga asking in chat. What is Swiss?
Oh my God. So the Swiss tournament format, which is what we're playing here weekly, is a non-eliminating tournament format. It's kind of like round robin plus seeding, where you just play a set amount of rounds, and that your opponent is chosen based on how you're doing in the bracket.
Yeah, and instead of like being eliminated, you gain or lose point. Well, not lose, but you gain point depending on if you win, won or lost.
Yeah, and the standings are then decided with those points instead of if you're eliminated or not. So it gives an opportunity to play more rounds, which is something that is usually the most popular among beginners to intermediates.
It allows for more games.
Yeah, but our weekly is open to everyone, and we have had people like Saki and Dudekov joining.
I mean, we had that 23-person bracket at some point, like I think like 3 on August. That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. We should have more of those.
I know. I'm a, as you may or may not know, I am a bracket believer. I'm just like entering everything and just mashing buttons, even if
Yeah,
not really
oh,
feeling
yeah.
it. Anyway, yeah, we had a match. Yeah, we had a match going.
Really good gameplay from like Flipper. Really controlling like space well as Catalina, you know. The
Yeah.
classic fire.
I think this is also just like a bit of a mismatch in playstyles, if that makes sense. So Danix is a bit slow on his playstyle, is a bit methodical, but sometimes he's just too slow, and I feel like Flipbridge just can very much sort of identify that and then just go in. Like, yeah, those 2 and 4Xs are just really hurting when you're playing like that.
Yeah, getting hit by wrong. 2-1-4 in neutral.
Yeah, or just like those really spaced 2-1-4Xs where you just like she's minus but you can't really punish, so you just buck to neutral and you don't really want to like just play honest neutral against Kalina Zeta. Danix is going to strike back and get this round. Yeah, this is one of the things that I feel like Danix does a lot, which I don't really like, is that they just hold the block button very preemptively, which is, it's not bad, but when your opponent can see that and just sniff it out, they just
like
it's very much telling of like, okay, this is what my opponent's gonna do, so I can just like structure my offense or my neutral around that. And you don't really want to make like when you're uncomfortable in a character matchup, you don't want to make your opponent like feel comfortable with it, right?
Yeah. I'm seeing a lot of like spot dodge and things like that from Danik just raw, which is a huge call out, because once your opponent notice you doing that, especially if you like do it too much, he can just start structuring a gameplay around that.
And those like half-screen standoffs just really don't benefit Zeta at all. So you're just like kind of forced to do something, but then if you're not sure what you're gonna do, that's a great DP block though.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
This
big
is
damage.
Big damage. Can
No
he end
meter
it?
low.
Oh, we are. Oh.
That was a grab attempt, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Reasonable, gonna go in for the grab. One more hit.
Cheeky grab. Very big standout.
Almost standout.
And oh yeah.
But now Flipperich with the OD is just like one good confirm away as well, right?
Like you said, Danik holding like blocking too much. You can see him like putting himself in the corner, even though he's in a pretty like advantageous position.
But the OD is gonna run out.
Yeah.
And Flipperich is on a sliver of health.
Just one special. Oh, we even ODing.
Yeah, with the OD it should be done and dusted unless Flipperich can get a kit. Okay.
This was stressful.
It was. It really was. But yeah, I mean, Danik's definitely like just put themselves in a really like comfortable position there with the OD, right? Because like you can fireball, you can do spear and chip them out at this HP, I'm pretty sure, with OD, or you can just like get a hit in. So Flipperich is just forced to do something, right?
Yeah.
You can't just like stand full screen and just spam spodges. You're still going to lose.
Very sick whiff punish. Two M's are being pressed.
I mean,
See again the spot dodge. Directly with grab.
if you have the button, you might as well just press it, right?
Yeah. And I don't really know what like Catalina is that you would want to spot dodge and not just block.
I mean, I guess if you could be like spot dodging 2 and 4 M's, it could put you like in a better position than blocking them. But then that's just like so scary, like just spodging mid screen. And have the OD again. Oh, gonna go for
this is
both
punishable.
of them. But Flipperich does not put in the rush driver, which could have killed them, pretty sure.
Yeah.
If they did use that. Yeah, there's the 2 for
very good spacing of the first 2-1-4.
Yeah, so
putting himself out of range.
like this is one of the things that I really like both like and detest about Flipbridge. I detest it when I play against them. Is that I feel like they are really good at spacing their 2-1-4Ms and just make it really awkward sometimes. Like especially if you're not very comfortable with like playing footsies or like having a character with like shorter attacks.
Yeah, not knowing spaces.
Yeah, it's just super annoying, and it's I like why I think that Flipbridge is like so much better at Catalina compared to Grand because they structure the game plan around that, but like in a very effective way.
I'm pretty sure that overhead was a like rush from Danik, but he didn't have the meter. Oh, this is gonna be no
No rush again, no confirm. The DP gonna get blocked. Oh, but the combo drops as well.
Okay, we're pretty
yeah.
safe. Ah, shit. Yeah.
You have to spodge and then just build the meter. That's the only way out, right?
You could have spodge roll. Even Zeta could even like jump and.
To be fair, I feel like Danix thought they were not in chip range.
Yeah.
So they thought they could just like tank it with a block, get the meter, and then probably spodge the next one into OD. But unfortunately, they were on the sliver of health that is going to let you die. And now Hater against Enjoyer.
That was some good stuff though. That was a very nice match to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I think Danix has a lot of like the things he wants to do down, but he just like ends up like not executing exactly what he wants, and then it kind of gets in his head sometimes. Okay, so the Swiss Enjoyer is gonna go with the Shooks this time. Swiss Hater is gonna go with the Vera and roll instantly with a 5U.
This is not the spot you want to be, especially against our
Yeah, I mean,
resident zoomer.
Yuyu is a big 5U enjoyer. I mean, honestly, every Vera is a big 5U enjoyer, and why would you not be? That button just steals rounds in a very honest way, I would say.
I don't know if there's an honest way to steal around, but oh wow. Very good clash. I'm pretty sure there's like nothing that you can do in this clash situation.
Oh, if he is ready with a super, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Absolutely going to work.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What
Empty
a
and in
sword.
full. Yeah, empty and in full screen.
Yeah,
Even if
he
he
is absolutely looking for these is what I've come to understand after playing them a little
very,
bit.
very good punish.
Nice jump on the 5U there. A little bit of fuzzy, but this is going to be a big corner combo. Ton of meter, of course.
Yeah.
And then install.
You're using his meter to install? We don't see that often. He's a player that considered install to not be worth it, the 100 meter.
Oh man, we haven't seen you in a while. Like, what has changed?
Well, big combo from Jack. I couldn't finish it.
Yeah, that's the drop, and then the jabs also make it unsafe. And this is like now a one-touch situation.
We're gonna see another, yes,
Yeah.
but unfortunately Vera lives herself at a really good spot. Oh, are we seeing the Eustace?
I don't know how I feel about this. It's probably gonna be the Eustace, yeah, but I feel like, yeah, Six's matchup is not great against Vera, and obviously there's a lot of things to consider about, you know, like how comfortable Jack personally are into that, but I feel like once Vera gets in once against Eustace, you're just praying for your life, right?
Yeah, once Vera get in, you're pretty much praying for your life. No matter
They're
what
already in,
Oh yeah.
already 5 units.
Yeah. We talked about this with some other player. We were talking about how most people considers Vera's biggest weakness to be zoning, but once she's in, like against zoner characters, she's pretty much in a super.
Okay, light. I mean, when I say not great, obviously, I don't think Sixes really does have like bad matchups, I guess, right? He's in that sort of like privilege. But I don't know. Like maybe that's just my personal feeling, but I feel like it's It's so annoying to have like a reversal that's not a DP against Vera. If that makes sense.
Very good match from Jack. Does he know? And yes, he
Yes,
knows.
yes, he does.
But we just do it again.
Yeah, I mean, obviously MTP is like has this
Good
very
here,
awkward
he's
thing.
fucking dead.
Ooh,
You use
big
that.
damage.
Oh
Ooh,
my
doesn't kill.
god. And you just steal that game. I
With
hate
it to you. I was. Damn.
Oh
Okay.
my god, where was the animation when you need it?
Yeah, that's so sad. This is
I mean, this is one of like you could say Yu's strengths that Yu does absolutely is like absolutely willing to press those buttons that you don't expect. And yeah, like a lot of people are gonna be, oh, like it's so random and like, oh, it's so bad or whatever. But like, I don't know, man.
it is a pretty like sensible decision if you think about it, because Vera's whip is like pretty fast, all way considered.
It's a bit of
in
a
terms
jump
of
scare.
and also it allows to combo into EX Scarlet off
Yeah.
no matter where you are.
Alright, that wraps up round number 2. For round
I
number
think
3,
too.
we will be having Swiss Hater number 2, that is Desali
Yeah.
against Neptune. And then Swiss Hater number 1, so you against Topshuda.
That's a lot of switch shading in
Yeah.
just one round. Unfortunate.
We hating Swiss in this house. And we will be able to see Neptune, which is a player that I don't really know much about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I was
pretty sure he's
thinking
another
though-
person.
Like I don't know what they play. I don't know what they do. So it's gonna be interesting to see that. Let me just go and peruse a little bit on their challenge page, which is riddled with BlazBlue CF. So that's a BBCF enjoyer,
Ayo, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
with a little bit of like BB tag and Rev 2 sprinkled in. But yeah, love to see the BB community expanding towards
Belia.
towards GVS,
Vetera.
and it's an able.
Ebo, Your Honor, League of Legends, he's absolutely right.
Oh wait, Nation's Greek.
Believe in victory.
We have more than one Greek player in GVS. That's crazy. Actually, yeah, I think I remember the name from some BBCF top 8 graphics. It's gonna be the DP, try to get out of the corner successfully. Wings.
Try for the cheeky command guard. But Desali and the rat just being known for the escaping capability. OD at the same frame? Let's fucking go, they don't know! They were surprised!
Literally on the same frame because
Yes,
one of them
yes.
didn't get knocked. I don't think I've ever seen exact same frame OD before.
It happened to me before, that's why I know this situation, but most people wouldn't know, yeah.
Oh, that was an interesting option. The wings in 2L. And there's the
Let's
command
go,
grab.
command guard.
There's
We are
the grab.
comboing, he does know. Neptunes seem to know the game really well, or at least knows his character. Really well.
And now full screen situation, looking at the butterflies. Doesn't care at all. I like that. Good response from Destiny.
Yeah, finally, yeah. Desali hasn't been responding to flight, which is really like the thing that you want to respond against Sable.
Yeah, let's see, butterflies in the corner now. One
Yeah.
pop.
Oh,
There's the second one.
yeah. The overhead into butterfly. If you don't know, it's really scary.
I was kind of surprised that only one of those butterflies got popped from the fireball there, to be honest. So if, I was,
The other one was a pop.
Yeah. if it was in Neptune's spot, I would kind of probably died to the exact same thing, if I'm being honest.
Not punish on that DP.
But that's a great anti-air. Oh, but it's gonna drop with a combo.
Oh. Using able JU. They say it couldn't be done. Because that's a pretty bad one. Like, when people are talking about J useless, like, able's JU is pretty up there in terms of J useless.
Yeah, I mean, you have the good type kick. What would you
Definitely not punishing.
Oh, does that reach? No.
It gets interrupted, yeah.
I mean, that interrupt is a bit unfortunate, but I really wanted to know if that would reach, to be fair.
Believe in victory. Battle.
So game 1 to Deathly. Let's see if Neptune can respond. I think what Neptune needs to do is just slow down a bit on those jump-ins, because Deathly, like, at first was not stopping them, but now clearly he's been representing that. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'm just gonna 2H you.
Yeah, I do my thing.
Yeah. Big corner combo.
Sad Desley dropped it.
And the Oki. Yeah, that's a bit of a clinic.
Yeah. As we can see now that Desley has started responding to flight, like way more. Neptune is forced to get out of his comfort zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Really good confirm.
That's a nice counter hit there. Not sure how but I mean, I understand the fuzzy jump, but I guess Neptune hasn't representing the laser as much the more that this match goes on, so it's probably the right choice here until they represent that again. The TP, yeah, again, like, it's just so easy for Materia to just interrupt those flies, right? When looking out for them. No punch
We are
on the
not
record
using
3.
most people like don't expect you to not go into like one of the packed option is you follow up.
Yeah, and I guess like Materia's 2H can't really catch both the 8U or 5U plus or the minus frames, so that makes sense. But Desley's gonna bring it back after the first rounds. Neptune had a really strong showing, but then it felt like Desley just really figured it out, right?
Yeah, once you start responding to flight as a Metera, which is pretty easy considering our arrow, like anti-air arrow goes full screen.
Yeah.
Able like has a lot less option because most of your match as Able will be you doing flight and your opponent trying to navigate around what option you will use, spot dodging lasers, things like that. But Metera can just like shoot an arrow and say stop flying.
and Metera just really loves like the fact that you're losing HP, right? Because she's not one of those like really high damage characters that is like gonna 2 or 3 touch you anyway.
Yeah.
So it just makes like things so much simpler for them.
Believe in victory.
And now the run back of Vera against Eustace, but this is Eustace forma de Britain. But yeah,
what
again,
do you mean Britain?
What Britain?
UK voice,
That's
English voice rather. Sorry, it's better.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I just really hate Eustace's English voice. It's the only thing I can think when I see top shooter play. Very nice job getting out of the corner, but the crossover is gonna do it. And again, this is the same thing, right? Like, once you're in the corner, you're just in such a terrible position. You just don't want to be there. Like, instantly, like, top shooter is gonna backdash twice in the corner, 5U, and you're just kind of blocking for life at this point, right? Yeah, there's the fuzzy mash, which is gonna help for sure, but like...
Oh, really good jump, JU. And when we are talking about J useless, Eustace is definitely not the character we're talking about. Because
you in the corner. Ooh. BFM.
He is dead. Oh no, you drops. Unfortunately.
But honestly, what a conversion from you there. And
top shooter spot dodging the loom.
I mean, I get like why you would want to do that, but also You don't want to do that, right? Like this is.
I mean,
kind of
it was him reacting to the overhead, and like most of the time you're like, ah yes, I can probably spot that safely here, but like Lumi
yeah.
had Vira's back.
There we go again. I mean, I need to, like every time I see you play or I play against him, I need to have a camera on so that my face can be seen every time the 5U connects, because I'm pretty sure that my face of disgust is just always the same. It's just so bad when it happens. And yeah, like I like the Top Shooter's idea. Like he wanted to go on the offensive very quickly on round set, but you can see like it just backfires instantly, and this
Yeah,
is just gonna get counter hit afterwards. Okay, blocks the other hit. Another
Doesn't block
OP.
below.
Oh, another 5U. Ha! You can't keep getting away with it,
Yeah.
man.
Reacting to the 5U is a
Yeah, that's death. So quickly.
pretty difficult task. The startup and animation is not that easy to see. Most of the
yeah.
time you will react to her just laughing more than her doing things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I agree. Like it's mostly about like because like a lot of people, myself included, try to mash out of it, but damn, mashing just doesn't really work, especially with the
Mashing against Vera is a pretty dangerous option in and of itself because she has a lot of frame traps.
Yeah, so like fuzzy jumping is generally like one of the better options, but then again, like when you're like character like Eustace, you get caught fuzzy jumping once by the Arcane or like Hello, and then Hello, you're in the corner, Lumi's on you, and you're like, yeah, I don't wanna do this. This is not
And
fun.
if you fuzzy jump at the wrong time, you know you're gonna get hit by that close H that Vera is known for.
Yeah, exactly. And you really don't want to be in that position.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Alright, that was in both of Yu's matches. That was some very dominant performance where he just had a very solid offense, just running his opponents down.
We haven't seen him. He has been in the hyperbolic time chamber training his view.
Yeah. For round 4, we'll be having Danix versus Neptune, and then Desley versus Auga. But in the meantime, I'll take this little moment to do the usual. So, first of all, there are Wombles this week. The signups are already on. Second of all, Promenade is back. This is the second week of it being back. I'm not sure if you can sign up yet, but it will be happening this Saturday, as well as every other Saturday after that, at least until Rising, at 8 PM CST. So make sure you're there. I think this is like our primary weekly right now.
And to answer that question,
right next to Wombles.
To answer that question, yes, Promenade bracket is
the primary weekly, yeah. Other than that, there is also the new Promenade event, which is Ballroom, the room of bowling, which is an exhibition of 2 first to 10 matches. It's happening every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 PM CST at the discretion of Cake. Unfortunately, it will not be running today because of unforeseen events.
A bit of a scheduling issue.
Yeah, a bit of a misfortunate accident, but the matches are moved to this Thursday instead, so you can still watch some good ass first to 10 with some good ass analytical commentary.
And for those who want to participate in the ballroom, bring a dance partner. You have to find your own fighting opponent if you want to participate in the ballroom.
Yeah, but it's if you do, it's a very good place to get some, you know, specific pointers, maybe in the matchup, maybe against this person, maybe in general on your gameplay. And also it's a great place because you usually get like targeted commentary. Like if you're playing, I don't know, Belial, then you'll likely get a commentator that also plays Belial and knows his ins and outs, so you can get some really good stuff from them.
You don't even have to play Belial to know the ins and outs every time. At that point.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
It's a good character. It's a good character, sir.
It's a good character, so.
It's a good
Yeah.
character, sir.
And that's enough about Ballroom. There is another weekly that is happening throughout September, and it is the Relentless Phalanx Encore that you are watching right now.
Wow.
No
OG.
way.
Wow.
That's
Just
6
Phalanx.
Swiss Grand Blue in this economy. Impossible. The economy is actually dying, so make sure to sign up next week, please.
We need you, please.
We need you. But yeah, with that we can go back to our thing. The Swiss Weekly with round 4, match number 1, which will be. I have not said
Danik
it.
versus Neptune.
Yeah.
I just want to comment real quick. Neptune is the first time that I see someone with 5 bars of connection. I thought this was like not something that's ever possible. I feel like crying a little bit.
I've had a very stable connection to try to complete with 5 bars. We usually had 1 frame. It's actually
That's
impossible. It's
crazy.
incredible. That's the only person I ever had this good connection with.
It's impossible, I don't believe you.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
I really want to see how this goes because again, I think Neptune showed some pretty good stuff before, but then also kind of didn't adapt in time. I see how they could do against Danix as well.
Yeah. And in this matchup, he is like way more free to use, flight, because besides if she's like really close, Zeta doesn't have a good option besides committing to a 2-2H.
Yeah, I mean 2H, maybe even like air spear, but you probably don't want to be going into that. Nice empty jump there. Like absolutely, like just realizing that Neptune doesn't really want to commit into something there. But that's a big counter hit in the corner now. Good to 1-4X.
Neptune not knowing what is a safe jump, like what's safe jumps. Characters have available to them yet, DPing on the knockdown.
Ooh.
That anti-aired. Oh,
That was
sadly, yeah. Abel is one of those characters with a 2-hit close age, so even on counter hit, he has to commit to a special and can just do close age. Pussy, are you in the chat? Pussy. The thing's happening.
Yeah, that was a nice spodge into the SSVA.
Yeah.
Hair down and everything. Wow, mega stuff.
I'm going back to Street Fighter 6.
This is
Wow.
not beast mode. But
I
what
mean, if you want beast mode, Abel is easygoing beast mode.
True. What I've been feeling like is that it feels like Danix is comfortable once they like start playing this like sort of more even footing match, but when Neptune is full screen and doing like zoning shenanigans, it feels very awkward.
Yeah. Zonic shenanigans and just flight shenanigans in general.
Like just now. With
Oh,
the,
Neptune trying to do the whiff 5U into Pharrell, which is really cool if you can get it.
Okay, another spot dodge. It's not going to work this time. There's going to be a combo.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a weird reset there, but honestly, I'm kind of there for it. But at the same time, I feel like they could have killed without the reset
Yeah,
as well.
they could definitely have killed, but
Yeah, looking at the HP, like I'm pretty sure EX Tracker into full corner combo
yeah,
would have
but
killed.
Neptune really has the leeway because, as I said, if your opponent is not responding to flight as able, you pretty much have like the whole world to you.
Yeah, might as well just keep doing it until they represent that they can deal with it. And Fuzi did say that agrees. Like Zeta is not a character that really wants to deal with fly at all.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
Oh,
it's
he
gonna DP.
could have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he could have killed.
I don't think he would have killed because he's SBA is just so little damage, but he could have definitely put a better position. Doesn't matter, just gonna get the laser into the packed follow-up and take it to match point.
Rare use of EX Fireball, which is working.
Yeah, like I think we see like Neptune definitely has like the game sense and like the understands some of the fundamentals, but does like stop a lot on his confirms. Is not maybe not exactly very comfortable with these.
Oh,
Ooh,
there it
that's
is.
a great spot. No, drops the combo.
Great spot. Welcome to Zeta, the character with the the doorway to all OS. Because if she missed the spear pogo, that means that her opponent did something that can be spot dodge, and so she will always do it.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate drop there, but closes it out regardless. And now this momentum is going to be really hard to get back from.
Danik trying to do the 2U ender, which is really the thing you want to do to get back into pogo pressure.
Has a throw, has the Oki. Gonna get. Oh, okay, Neptune is going to respond. This is going to hit.
Yeah,
Oh, the laser whiffs just like a little bit there. That was a good option. That's something that, like, if the belly is not looking out for it and they're not ready to do the L follow up, it's just like a full-on punish, right? Doesn't need to do a full-on punish. The CH is gonna do it. And Phalanx is going to close it out.
It's a good option, sir.
It's a good selection. I mean, yeah, but like I really do hope that we see more of Neptune, because well, to begin with, I would like to have someone to play with that doesn't have like 4 frames of delay. But also, you know, aside from the branch out, like I do like some of the stuff they were doing. I feel like they had
They definitely have
lot
a
of
fighting
options.
game background behind them.
Yeah. They had a lot of options that could have been better if they executed on them, but just like ended up like either dropping the combo or like doing like L Rekka instead of H Rekka. And now let's see Aruga going against the second zoner for the day.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's gonna be able to crack the 5U code this time. But then again, I guess
Even then, 5U against Metera.
not that great, like not as good as it's just right.
Yeah, because Metera can just punish you on the way down most of the time.
Exactly. Gonna get mixed, having a little bit of the not ground blue certified moment there, because we don't do mixed VSR. And it's gonna close it out
Well,
very
I think
quickly.
Vesely is not a Grand Blue player. He is our Little League Blaze champion.
Honestly, that's absolutely respectable, and I'm pretty sure that Tesla. Oh, was it? No, never mind. I think it was someone else. I didn't see anything. Completely scratched that. Aria slowly trying to go through this. That's not an EX command grab that you really want to do. Now, back towards the corner, into the high-low. I know that a lot of like newer players, like this is a bit of a weird thing because like a graph, like newer, intermediate, higher, and just goes like all over the place. Don't want to do like send the DPs because they don't want to get the DPs blocked. But if Metera has a lot of like safe jump options, but I really feel like some of those times you should be going for it. He's gonna get the he's gonna get the 2-1-4H on the corner, but not gonna convert it into
There we
fully.
go. The 5e.
Oh, gonna get hit by this overhead into the low. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate.
This is all the trouble. A bit of advice that I will give to every novice to intermediate player against Amateur. If you want to jumps against her, do not press a button on the way down. Most of the time it is not worth it, because her button that is a quote-unquote ATR is air blockable, so you can just do a neutral jump.
He's gonna miss the Oki and get back throw, unfortunately. Oh, that was... Oh, that should have been a JH. Would absolutely have gone that confirm. This is definitely
this is a 2U. Yeah, this wasn't.
I felt that.
Yeah, it happened to me as well.
It happens all the time to everyone, I feel like. Yeah, so this is like one of those matchups that I feel like it's even worse when you're not sure what you have to do, because you just like keep getting poked into like oblivion, and you're not very sure, like, do I spudge?
Yeah.
Do I roll?
Yeah,
And
escaping.
then once you lose like that one interaction, that's where it can really snowball when you're not sure about like how to fuzzy block, right?
Yeah, we've seen a lot of like JM not being second hit, not being blocked, because it's a knowledge thing that the timing on that block.
Yeah.
I think the 5U just completely missing its target is a certified Belial Classic.
Yeah,
The,
I mean,
the Sanguine mention.
you have to like suffer through a lot of like 5Us that were not 5Us until you end up like saying, okay, maybe I should just not press the button a whole lot, I guess.
But yeah, that 5U
I mean,
was
poor, like-
2L2U.
poor low tier Belial Banes just really need all the help we can get, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the character is just so weak, right? He suffers from the Akuma syndrome.
I looked through the window at all other players with usable U button.
Yeah, I mean, all we get is like what the best sweep in the game. I mean,
Yeah,
that's not like I need more.
yeah.
I personally do need more. I don't know about you. But
The Belial bros were not hitting good.
absolutely.
I don't know, man. Anyway, that wraps up the 4th round, and for the 5th, we'll be having Jack versus Fulcurish first, and then UU versus Deathly. So we have 1 Swiss Enjoyer and 2 Swiss Kiters this round.
Eustace.
Just really hated my Swiss.
The team kill of Swiss Kiters.
Which one hates Swiss more?
There can only be one.
Alright, so this is another interesting matchup in my opinion, because Fulbridge has played a ton in these brackets against Hua, right? It's kind of a classic of the Swiss brackets. So I want to see how he goes into this another like zoner matchup, but with less shenanigans, I guess, right? Because no GG, no DP. And so far, I think he's feeling very comfortable with his spacing. But the back throw incident.
Jack has like winning smaller and smaller interaction. Flooper trying to like just walk block, which at some point to you.
That was
Oh,
a bad one. It's so sad when that happens to anyone, honestly.
okay, Jack
Just
trying to
this-
chip.
like
Yes,
this time?
yeah,
Yeah.
that will go.
Battle 2. Engage.
Okay, good to for him. In the corner now.
Yeah,
Jumping
I agree.
is probably all you want to do there. Either press or have to take it, right? Again to 1-4X. Jack is ready. And all the way back to the other corner now. Art race you follow up.
Big red grenade.
Yeah.
We don't want to take that. Really good tech from Jack here.
Yeah, like if the your character has a DP, it feels like they always just send it after the red grenade. And honestly, I'm there for it. Like I ain't holding that. I only those like plus 30 frames.
I don't want to hold sauce in a bottle.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, like you can't do it either. You have to spodge. Basically, like you're either gonna get chipped out or killed there. So
I have to
and you
spot
just-
or wrong.
yeah. But the thing is, like he's gonna be able, like Jack is able to alternate between the fireball and the I don't remember what the 2-8 X balls are called, but like if you jump and get hit with the unblockable, that not a good time.
It's called slow kill. The slow
Yeah, slow
kills.
kill.
Yes, thank you.
Slow kill.
Okay,
As a used this
kills the corner, extends the pressure.
really good position for flipper.
Confirms that into the 5v, but it could absolutely have been like a big combo there. But maybe a bit scared. TFM again, like all of those hits could have been a confirm, right? And I feel it. Like I also miss a lot of those. Like you could
Unfortunately.
say quote unquote easy confirms, right? But like it's what makes or breaks this sort of matchups, right? Because you have to capitalize, especially when you're playing against a zoner, especially when you're not very comfortable in the matchup.
You kind of have to capitalize on those basic hit confirms as Catalina a lot in general.
Yeah, she does need it. She does need to do that. Yeah, there's a slow heal. Thank you, Shelly.
But
It's
yeah,
exactly
I
that
absolutely,
situation, right?
I absolutely agree that hit confirming is hard.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
especially as Catalina.
I mean, absolutely. I'm not saying like like this should have been like quote unquote easy. It's just like unfortunate that when you get those
that's what-
hits
yeah.
and you like don't have capitalizing, like you feel like you could have won and you definitely could have, but then it just didn't happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's some
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
nice target pressure.
Unfortunately, on a certain hit with Catalina, you have to close them instead of close age because
Hey,
the
does
frame on
manage to
the
finish it, so.
Battle 3. Engage.
So Philippi's definitely showing some signs of life here. Like once he gets in, I feel like he's pretty comfortable. I mean, obviously, Justus doesn't really have great defensive options, right? Aside from universal stuff,
yeah.
so it does make sense. Is gonna sniff out the charge fireball. Doesn't
Finally,
get the conversion. but
Flopper
it
is
gets
in the range that you are. Getting hit by the shimmy, but unfortunately, Jack not confirmed.
that. That's a nice confirmed mid-screen there. Back to the corner. Oh, misses just barely there on the jump in. That could have been it. And now we're with the DP. This is going to be huge damage.
Yeah.
Is this going to kill? I'm not familiar. I haven't gotten hit by enough of those by Eustace. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely going
probably,
to kill.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was really low, but sometimes with GVS, you just can't know, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't have taken.
Oh,
that.
you got hit by 1-2L, so obviously this doesn't kill guys, right? Sure. Unfortunate. I really felt like Flippers could have brought it back, but ended up just falling a little bit short there. But honestly, not a bad showing at all, in my opinion.
The only two things I could say was a bit unfortunate were like getting in on Eustace and like not anti-airing, which is something that you really need as Catalina. Like,
Yeah.
she really needs it.
Like you can't really afford to like miss out on those like
Battle 1.
damage situations that are kind of like given to you, and you instantly comes off. I can't.
He can't keep getting away with it.
Yeah, he can. Somebody just stop him. This is crazy. But honestly, that was a great round stuff. Like the CH anti there,
Yeah.
and she just instantly go into the corner, and obviously
The-
the 5U classic.
Vera classic. I mean, it's just some Vera classic in general.
Yeah,
You see, wall bounce, full combo,
Zeph.
and an overhead.
Yeah. Like this, yeah. This is the third time actually, right? Yeah, because obviously played with all the zoners at this point. Let's
Yeah.
see if this is gonna be any better, but honestly, it's rough. But that's a really quick conversion. Does not punish the TP, unfortunately. Gets the low. Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Vera
TP is
struggling
back.
against Fireball TM, but we have forgot to say that none of the pure zoner in these games are really good.
That was some really nice blocking from Yu at the start, but got
Couldn't
hit by I
escape
think
from that.
I think that was the fourth overhead that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, really good block up to that point. In the corner again, obviously, just get hit by the Canadian you're there. But gets away scot-free. This time he does get the 2H, but does
Yeah.
not do the confirm again.
Uh,
But Desley is ready for these.
I don't know if he could have gotten a combo from that. Maybe he should have waited for Vera
Not,
to
not a
to
full
land.
combo, right?
Yeah.
But like probably like something bigger than that.
Yeah.
But now Yu on one hit. Oh, this is gonna whiff.
Walked the,
Yep.
Yeah, walked away. Really good.
Okay, Desley's bringing it back for the Zoner Bros. First one to get a game of Yu. Right?
Red
Oh, no,
Rose
no, wait.
wait, the
Let's
prime.
check.
Oh, really good save jump.
Yes, it was the first one to get a game of Yu from the Zoner Bros. Holding the butterflies. Nice tech.
Uh,
There's it to you again.
we're gonna see a 5U. Yeah.
Yes,
I wanted to say it fast enough. I saw it coming.
Like if
Oh.
you're not, great spodge. But honestly, like if you're not, like trying to fuzzy jump this, like what are you gonna do? Like he's already done the roll through, has plus frames. Oh, that's a
Oh, that's death.
Really?
No, that could have been
no
a
super.
SBA.
Yes, that should have been death for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. And she's.
He's always
Yeah, she's
ready
dead.
to do that. He's always ready to do that. Yu, no HP, has meter, full screen. Do not fireball him. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
I mean, Yu is ready to do that because he enter install by 5 viewing. Most of the time when you enter install as Vera, like you won't get 100 meter back to,
Yeah.
to like use your super again.
But that's a big overhead.
Oh, and
Nice
really
TP.
good. Yeah,
That's the
and
first
this time we jumped. Really good. Are we gonna see an OD?
No
If-
TP
yeah,
yet. There's
yeah,
OD.
yeah.
Has cooldowns. And now you're kind of in this like HP where like one SSP is gonna kill you, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say
Nobody,
yeah.
nobody anymore.
Oh, yeah, no OD anymore.
Okay, gets out. Blocks
Oh
that.
my god, that anti-aired.
Ooh. That 2-on-4H was
Word, I
everything
was,
you wanted into the 2U.
Yeah.
That was a round, man. That
Yeah,
was and like everything just flipped. We are so back, it's so over. We're so back, it's so over. Like 3 times. I love that.
oh, really good starter for Desley.
Yeah. Getting into the corner.
We can see Desley starting to being like scared of the reversal.
But I feel like Desley is definitely like very comfortable going on the offensive, and this is like kind of what you need to do as well, right? Like when it works.
Oh, could have killed with the rush.
He's gonna get the OD.
Yeah, and oh, really good. Well,
That was a good option.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Engage.
Honestly, what Light says in chat is absolutely correct. Like you don't want to show that you're afraid of those like of this pressure. You don't want to show that you're afraid of this like high low, because then it's really actually exploitable, right? because it's kind of like Matera is a bit of an anomaly. She has a lot of those things that are not very universal in this game, but she's not that good at the same time, which
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense, right? Ooh, it's
There,
gonna-
let
yeah,
him,
yeah,
He was ready, yeah.
yeah. I mean, I think it makes sense to go for the DP there, but probably a little bit earlier,
Yeah.
right? Like
I
when you're
don't
this
know.
low,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know about that DP because we could see like Desolly decision making being warped by you having done so many XDPs, like being a bit safer on his pressure on wake up. Still a win for Swiss.
Yeah,
eh?
no one can like the Swiss enjoyers can't win this matchup. But yeah, what I meant is like I think it makes sense that you want to like try to do something to get out of that situation,
Yeah,
right? Because like you
definitely.
definitely don't want to keep holding this. But then it's been like so. At this point, like once you do it, even if it hits, it's not like a risk reward situation that favors you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Light is absolutely correct on what you're saying.
Alrighty.
And it's like kind of, I think, compounding until all those other things. Was it the 6th round? No, that was the 5th round, right?
That was the 5th round, yes. We are getting the 6th round thanks to Mr. John Challenge. That was also one hell of a match. But anyway, for round 6 we'll be having Fireshock versus Aruga first, and then Flipperish versus Neptune for the finishing final match.
Let's go. We're gonna see more Fireshark, which has evaded the
Yeah.
the streams it's round one.
Yeah, Light. That's basically like what I meant.
That's why I was saying when I said that the DP was not.
Yeah, like the DP was not like the correct option, quote unquote, right? But like I can understand why. Like, because at this point you're like.
You
anything else,
understand it, but it
frustrated,
was
right?
definitely not the right option.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's a defensible option, but definitely not the right one.
I could see myself doing it as well at the same point and being like, yeah, way to do that. I probably shouldn't have done that, right? But I mean, that's basically like every time I DP anyway, so might as well. Okay, so getting ready for this Araga Fireshock matchup. Let's see how Araga is going to fare against Fireshock.
And let's see who
And let's see what
Fireshark will
Fireshock
play.
plays.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's Vegeta.
Belly up.
I'll have to ask if he has been playing Jida for this whole
Yeah, probably.
switch back.
Okay, let's see. How
Let's
this
go, the
one
good
goes.
team.
Believe in victory. Battle one.
Because Jida, I mean, she does have like those things where like a little bit knowledge checky, but other than that, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
and
not.
even then, that's not
Yeah.
like she doesn't get like that huge a reward from them. So you can play like the Shodo game. Yeah, very good to you. Roga really taking advantage of a
Yeah, I mean,
2L to you, which
I
are
feel like-
I mean, really good.
Yeah, I feel like one of the biggest plights of Oroga at this point is like not being able to get those hit confirms right.
Yeah.
Which like once you start getting them, especially with Belial, you just like
Yeah.
massive damage, right? So I really like the use of 2 as well, though. One of the best buttons to use in this matchup because you need that range, right? This is a pretty slow match. Not sure if that was meant to be an M fireball or not, but regardless, is going to whiff. Fireshock is going to capitalize on it. Get the kill.
Trying to transform the fireball.
Yeah, that's almost a good 5U, but also
Unfortunately,
Case in
not
point,
close
right?
enough. And also, especially against Gita charge fireball, I'm pretty sure that she recovers quicker than
Yeah.
her normal fireball.
And both both M and EXTP are like very good options. Like, I mean, you're probably going to be ready for a 5e, right? When you do those fireballs, it's like very. You have a ton of time to be prepared for that. And that's kind of like the name of this matchup, it feels like, right? Like, Arrogate does get like those stray hits here and there, but can't really confirm them into anything. But Fireshock is
Really
definitely
good. We're gonna see. Such a shame. I'm pretty sure that was an attempt to confirm into Asmodeus.
Yeah, most likely, right?
Yeah.
Spends the X Fireball, not really agreeing with this one, but understandable why. Another thing I feel like Argus should watch out for is like he uses 2L a lot, right? But Belial doesn't have like a conventional 2L. And now we're gonna get raved.
I mean, it's really good. It has some really good range. It's fast and it's pretty safe.
Oh, it's absolutely like a
yeah.
amazing button, right? But it just doesn't function in the same way that other 2Ls does. And I feel like he's using it in a way that you would use a conventional 2L,
Yeah.
right? Which you either want to do close light or 2M in this case for Belial.
Yeah, such a shame.
Yeah. One of those like easy choices, like you see the MDP, you don't want to anti-air, you're scared of like getting counter hit, just DP it. Very safe.
Oh, really good punish.
Yeah, again, you see like that whiff on the throw should have been like a pretty big punish, right? But unfortunately just a little bit too slow there. Fireshock is gonna send the DP. Nice back throw.
But also he didn't have really good command grab.
So this is, if you could get one like big conversion that would have killed, but as the rush, that's gonna be death. Yeah. This was one of the better rounds for Arga though, for sure. But again, like, you know, it's you just gotta get those conversions. Because that's the strength of Belial, right? Like he has this insane pressure. So like you get hit once, you say goodbye to like 30-40% of your HP, right? And if you can't convert, then people are not going to be scared of your pressure either. So you can't strike throw well, you can't do you know those command grabs, you just kind of like lose what makes the character really strong. On to the final match of Flipperich and Neptune.
The Footsie's character versus the no Footsie's character.
That's a mismatch for sure, yes. I feel like I haven't seen Flipperich playing against Eivor. Maybe played against Open Wolf at some point.
I was gonna say, I don't think Catalina has like a really good answer against Able.
I mean, EXDP is okay, I guess. But that's kind of like, if you're like always like leaning on EXDP, obviously, either you're just gonna run out of like cooldowns or at some point it's gonna be not a good time.
Oh, really good cross-up button.
Yeah, it's back to the corner now.
Let's go.
The optimal.
Yeah.
Overhead plus frames into the throw. I like that.
He could have confirmed his Rekka. The Flooper got hit.
Yeah, it's one of those like you're not really doing Rekka to hit it. You're just doing to try to reset pressurize it. You're like not ready, but it makes sense. Like, and you don't mind too much. And now Flipperich very low.
Oh, this is a very dangerous JU.
Now very prone to being chipped out as well. Yeah. I think this is chip range.
Yeah, we'll this is definitely chip range. Yeah.
Or just the rocks.
Oh, fireball. Desperate attempt from I mean, there wasn't not much you could do there.
Like you either like are gonna get hit by the frame trap, or you're gonna like just get chipped
Yeah,
out.
you're just gonna get chipped out.
DP's out and gets DP'd back in.
Hey,
And DP's out again. I like the cross up.
Yeah, jump back from Neptune. He knows that he's laser when your opponent is under you.
Yeah, that's always what it be.
Yeah, it's really easy to like. Oh fuck! How do you say it?
I mean, you can just like either autopilot it or like get confused, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, no way they stay like below me. There's the EXDP.
Really good EXDP.
Yeah. That was very unfortunate because the British did get that the close light there in the corner could have definitely killed even without cooldowns.
Yeah.
But didn't get the confirm.
I mean, A-ball cooldowns are not real. A-ball doesn't really have cooldowns.
Ooh, yeah, I can see why you want to roll there, but that's a very good call out with the 2M. There's the DP back into the cross up, but not a good situation for Philbridge for sure. Yeah, this is gonna hit, and
Pretty okay OD.
okay, that's a nice start. If you bring it back, that's how you do it.
Oh,
Big combo. Does this kill? It does!
yeah, it
Big
does.
damage. Very nice.
Yeah, A-ball being made out of a thin sheet of paper.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, uses the XTP just to make sure. Doesn't go, for the usual LDP there. Gets hit line. There's a DP again. Yeah. Like, DP characters can often, like, when you do those, like, very cheeky flies, where you're, like, very close to your opponent, you can always call it out, right?
Oh,
Okay,
I
flash,
did
flash,
it.
flash. Oh, no.
Also, by the way, on those situation, you can throw, because throw is faster.
Yeah. But honestly, if you throw, you're a loser, and I don't respect you. You have to keep clashing forever.
Ah, such a shame. Neptune going for the U option, even though on the dive kick you can 2L into Rekka.
Yeah. But at this point, like, Flippers is basically like in a checkmate situation, right? Like,
Yeah,
not much you can do there, because Belio just has such a big life lead there, but unless they just completely give it out, they can bring it back. There's
By
the
the way, that
DP
was a
whipping there, right?
yeah, that was a really good option because instead of going for an option, Neptune just did L, which made him stay out of the EXDP range.
Yeah. This is the adaptation that we definitely wanted to see from Neptune on those flies, right?
Yeah.
Finishes off with the corner combo, and now into the final round of the tournament.
We can see more patience from Flooper, just being content with walking and blocking.
Yeah, I like the patience conceptually, but I feel like sometimes it's overdone a bit. Like,
Yeah,
I understand why you would want to do that, especially
this
if
is
you
gonna
like.
be really big.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a lot of damage. Can go into the OD as well if they want to. Flipper's just gonna
But
go.
I'm pretty sure that overhead might have been like an OD.
Very possible.
Oh, trying to outthrow very able, really cheeky option.
I think they could almost.
Oh, he
is that
tried.
funny?
Yeah, no, it's too
doesn't.
far. Oh, and Flooper knowing the timing on the spot dodge.
Yeah. Yeah, watching it again on my second monitor, that was actually really far.
Yeah,
But
this was done after like auto
honestly,
combo.
if I was playing Velia, I would be trying to do the A-build rather.
Yeah.
I would be trying to do the funny every single opportunity I got, so absolutely understand it. I really like those L rocks.
Oh,
Most people don't
finally,
really like
very good,
Ooh.
very good end here. This is
Yeah,
gonna
this
be
huge
a lot.
damage, yeah. 50% into the throw. Oh, this should be death.
No.
Oh, doesn't have the. Yeah, it could have rushed though.
Yeah,
Now,
Good
honestly, for
spacing.
failed.
Neptune just Neptune being scared, not trying to do anything out of the corner.
Yeah, so like when you realize that this is what you're doing, I think what Flippers did, the UH is a really nice option. Like the risk reward is just there for you, right? Like unless you get 2H'd, but even then, you have such an immense life lead that you're kind of like okay with gambling a little bit,
Yeah.
if it makes sense.
You can gamble a bit of your life
Yeah.
as a treat. But yeah, this was a really nice match. I'm really looking forward to see more of Neptune.
Yeah, definitely want to see more of them as well.
Oh yeah, that was really nice. That
I
was
really like
also... Go on.
We had a bunch of like new players to the Restless Phalanx, right? Today it feels like we had Neptune first time showing up, Auriga first time showing up, Fireshock I think is the first time they sign up for the Swiss. Yu is back, so hopefully we're gonna be able to get those big registration numbers again.
Oh yeah, definitely for the last two events coming up. But yeah, that was a really good set to watch. My man Flipperish bringing out the last run, the last turn to win it out. With a
You
very
don't know
nice
how-
comeback.
How
kind
much willpower it was for me to not like just be your nice combo at every point of this counter.
I kind of want to see Wombo play in one of these. I know he signed up, but couldn't end up playing. But I hope I can see my goat in one of these brackets one of these days. And it looks like the Swiss Hater number 2 prevailed over Swiss Hater number 1 on the standings.
That is
And-
fucked up.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense, right? Because they each have one loss,
Well,
but
he won.
Desali, won the head-to-head.
Yeah.
And a really big sort of like comeback in a way from Desali, who was very rusty last couple of weeks, but honestly showed some really nice gameplay today, I think. Showed that
definitely.
they definitely like everyone knows that Desali knows what he's doing with Amatura and is able to showcase it, I feel like, pretty well, being the only person to, take the win off of the zoner tier. Yu.
Yeah, definitely the only one to defeat the very dominant Yu. But yeah. So that was a very good event. As for the standings, the top 8 is Neptune in 8th and Danix in 7th, both with a 1 and 4. Then Flipperish in 6th with a 2 and 3 score. Then Fireshock in 5th and Topshuta in 4th with a 3 and 2. Jack in 3rd with a 4 and 2. Swiss Hater number 1 in 2nd and Swiss Hater number 2 in 1st, that obviously being Yu and Desli, both with a 5 and 1 score. That was a very good event to watch, very cool.
That's
Yeah,
a
I mean-
cool match.
My only gripe, and I'm not saying this because I'm spectating, I'm obviously saying this when I'm playing as well. You people need to come in and sign up, guys. Like, we want to see more matches.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, Jack. That was my mistake. I am a Swiss believer, and you are a certified Swiss enjoyer.
I hope you're a Swiss believer.
I might be a Swiss believer. I might have run a couple events.
Only a couple.
No. Alright.
But
let me
yeah, I
see.
mean, always fun, in my opinion, doing these Swiss brackets. Again, I'm not like, as I said before, I'm not like a huge Swiss enjoyer, but I think people definitely ought to be looking out for them because it's a different experience, right? And I think that's useful, if anything else, to have those like longer sort of like quote unquote like tournament or like bracket settings. I think that's really nice.
Yeah, and that's why you should sign up next week. Anyway, it has been definitely a pleasure to run this thing with you guys today. So thank you very much to Roku and Sanguine for hopping on the commentary.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us
thank you
for
for having
this
us.
Relentless Phalanx 2 Electric Boogaloo.
And thank you to everybody who decided to take part in the event or hop on the stream. I will now raid Desalee as he is having a post event 1st to 10 with you.
Ooh, that's gonna be nice to watch. I'm watching.
The Swiss hater, the deciding Swiss hater match.
Yeah.
There can only be one.
So yeah, I mean, I'll see you guys next week playing, right? For sure, guys.
We are
But-
expecting you guys.
But yeah, definitely, I would definitely suggest checking out the first return. I think it's gonna be fun as well. Since we don't have, this is actually Ballroom Light, right? So
Yeah.
Ballroom got cancelled. Now we have like this alternative ballroom just off the Relentless Phalanx.
Actually true, yeah. It has been moved, and they were on for today, I think. I'm also pretty sure, at least Desalee said that he's okay with the move to Thursday, and Cake did tweet that the status moved to Thursday, so
Yeah.
there will be an official one as well. So this one is just for fancies.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, both are kind of right. Anyway,
once again, thanks everybody. See you next week, and bye bye.
bye.
Bye, Johnny.